Hello, friends. I think for many of us, it's very, very obvious that we are already halfway into a new dimension or a new timeline. There are many of us who can just feel it. It's like we're at times you just notice that things are just very different. And then there's still a tendency to just pop back to the old and familiar. So we're in the process of getting used to living in, becoming, being, experiencing, whatever we want to call it, a new dimension, a new way of being, a new earth. We can call it anything. What it comes down to is that it is the inner experience of it. Whatever word relates to that or connects with that for you, that's fine. That's it. It's the feeling, it's the sensation, it's the expansion, the knowing, the connection, the ground. There is something that is very available now. And I've been talking about this for a long time. And today I want to kind of emphasize that again because in my own experience, it's getting more tangible every day. Before I go into that, I want to just remind you that every first Tuesday of the month, I offer an online gathering, an online Zoom gathering called Feel Your Deepest Longing, Find Your Spiritual Calling. The next one will be next week on Tuesday, September 2nd. And if what I'm talking about generally and what I'm going to talk about today resonates with you, I would highly invite you, highly suggest that you come and join. The link is in the description below. It's done by donation. It's not like it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. The reason I created this is simply that we need a space to normalize what is coming in, what we are beginning to experience more and more of us are beginning to experience it. But here's the thing, when you are alone with it, what do you do with it, right? And what does it mean? And can I trust it? There's all this doubt and wondering and holding back and contracting around it because we don't know what to do with it. We don't know what it means. And we certainly can't talk about it to most of our friends and family because they don't have that same experience, unless they do. And they're also holding it back, right? There's probably more of us than we know who are walking around with that feeling that, something is different. It feels like something new is here. The old totally doesn't resonate with you anymore. That's a big one, right? All the crazy things that we have been abiding by and believing and living as if that's how it is. You may notice that that's kind of falling back into the past, into the nothing under the bridge. It doesn't have meaning anymore. It doesn't have substance or energy. Not even that we don't are not interested, but we're also not even interested in fighting it if it was something we really didn't like. Um, Maybe the word TAX could be one of them, right? But that's just one. There's so many things. There's the whole school system, the medical system, the housing system, the food production. Many of us are just like, this is not it. And we know it deep inside. But what do we do when we are just, we're dependent on it? We don't have enough courage or sovereignty to, really take a stand and say, we're done. I do not engage with that anymore because it's scary, right? You go against the stream, you go against what everybody else is still very strongly believing in. And it's scary. We have been through it the last 5 years. There has been a lot of split and division and opposition and polarity. And we have learned to just maybe not say so much if we see things differently. And we can feel pretty lonely with that. I have certainly talked to some friends. This is again a few years ago, one of my friends from the past who lives in Europe. She had been completely alone during the whole lockdown and everything, but she knew inside, she just trusted herself. And so that's very, very powerful, right? That's when you really, your sovereignty is just stronger than the opposition in the world. But that doesn't mean that we want to talk about it necessarily because we know what's coming. I think that's the same with the new energies, which is a whole different level that we're talking about now. Um, and we want to talk about it. We want to share it with those who also know. We want to normalize this. And that's why I do invite these monthly gatherings so that we can share, so it feels safe to share. Like, I'm just feeling that I'm living in a different dimension and I cannot relate to anybody anymore. It just feels like they're like puppets going wow, wow, wow. There's so many different ways that people are experiencing it. And we need to have a place where we feel safe and comfortable to share that while we are being received and witnessed with respect and with honoring and curiosity. Because when we get together, many of us, or a few of us, whatever it is, and we share, everybody really learns from it because it 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 activates something in us where we go, oh yeah, I have that too, right? But because we didn't know what to do with it, we just kept it here, even kept it away from ourselves. But when you hear it mirrored, that's that mirror thing again I've talked a lot about. When it's being mirrored back to you, something in you recognizes it, right? And you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel recognized. And then it lights up. And then you feel more inclined to talk about it and to share your experience. I'm not saying that we have to talk, everybody has to talk about this forever, but I do think there is a place that we're in right now where it's crucial. It's crucial that we start sharing our woo-woo, our weirdness, our differences that do not fit into the norm in the world. And we really need to have a way to express it. And so please come to the gathering next week if you can make it. For my own in my own experience, I have some wonderful, wonderful friends where what I'm talking about is normal. We all feel it, we all connect in it, and we share and we learn. And we had a lovely little gathering at my house yesterday with these friends. And the conversation is just so, so deep. And it's spoken from the core of who we are. It's like, let's say this the field, the energy of the field is literally speaking as us or through us as we're sharing. And what happens then is that the field, it's like it gets activated to our experience. It's already active, but it's not necessarily active in people's realization or experience. But when we do this together, there were four of us yesterday, everybody can feel like this activation in the field. It's like it's buzzing, it's alive. And what happens then is that the sharing from this deep space gets a lot much more alive, and deep. And that again activates the field more, and everybody can feel it more. And then there's a deeper resonance where we speak from and as and to. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't give up, because this is the whole point, that we want this to become the norm. And I want to invite everybody who's here now to just check in with yourself. Are you also becoming more aware of an expansion of energy, or a general upliftment, and more open to possibilities that maybe there is another way, the earth can be experienced. And those are the little prompts that we all have inside that we really need to pay attention to. Because when we do, that's when you tap into the field. It's like you open up to the field and you let the field speak through you, through your heart, your beingness, your presence. And you will not filter it, or let's say you will filter it less and less, or you will notice that you're filtering it, and then you can just speak that too. You can speak as the field from the expansion, from a deep wisdom that may not make sense to anybody who's living in here only, but that's doesn't matter. It totally makes sense to all of us who are tapped into the field. So we just open up to that and let the field speak through and as us. We normalize it. We let the parts, specifically our throat, right, where we have been clamping down because it's not been okay to speak like that. It's been scary. We probably got in trouble for it, and people, raise their eyebrows. So we learn to dampen it. But now when we are in a setting like that, we can just practice speaking it again. It's like opening up your throat, opening up the energies for the field to come into manifestation here again as an expression or experience. That's why I find it really important that we get together with like-hearted, like-minded beings, so we can normalize it. And then it starts solidifying in our bodies all these places where we have been holding back. If we just feel comfortable speaking them, like something like, oh, is it really okay if I say that? Or do you guys think I'm crazy now? You just let it all bloop, 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 let it come, let it come, let it clear out. And then you just speak what is here in your expression and experience. And everybody benefits. Everybody. The whole world, actually. Because you will notice too, this is what we very much felt yesterday. It's like we're opening a portal, an energetic portal, to allow the field to come through more. And the more we do together, it just feels like the portal opens up more and more until there is no portal. There's just the naturalness that we have forgotten and have turned away from. So please consider joining me next week on Tuesday, and check out the link in the description below and just feel it out. Come, if you feel a little shy, just say, I'm a little shy. I want to just feel into it. It's simply a safe space that I want to invite people into, to just speak whatever is their experience as it relates to moving into the new earth, for those of us who are aware of that, or for those of us who really want it to be true but have not fully embraced it and trusted it yet. The field is here. Just take a moment. The field is here. See if you can take that in. The field is here. You're not making it up. It's real. It's real. And the more of us who can feel it, the more we will bring that into this world, the three-dimensional, messy world. And it will start just dissolving because we are now beginning to put our attention on what is real, what is here, and less of our attention of the matrix or the dualistic world, which is only happening in our minds. It's a big one, but I think you can handle it. And honestly, that's what I'm here for. There's a lot of us. We're here to bridge that, to kind of invite people to leave the matrix and come into this new earth dimension, which is already here. That's why we can feel it. All right, my friends, I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you next week. And please like and comment and share and subscribe if you are resonating with this. Thank you.